Here's the worst form of racism to me, Earl. Maybe I'm wrong, because it should be up to you. Here's where I get my most uncomfortable. First of all, you have your typical racists that they just hate race and they're upfront about it. Two, you have the people who act like they're not racist, but then behind closed doors, they spout their racist view. The third kind of racist, the most uncomfortable, is the one that, as they are talking to a black person, they attempt to talk more street, more ghetto, and get more and more annoying that way. Now, has anyone ever done that to you, Earl?
Oh, all the time. I've encountered all three.
Do you have someone that we all know that becomes more black when talking to you?
No, you don't know directly. I've had white friends that I, went to school with.
Yeah.
They suddenly became more black when they were in my presence. But then the second I was gone or whatever,
right,
they just became them. They became quote-unquote white again.
Fezzi and I have a good friend that when we would be talking to black people would all but like give me some skin. I mean, he would really go to 1970s black, like Rolo. He fucking would turn into Rolo, and it would be so cringe-inducing that I can't even comprehend it.
A lot of hey brother, a lot of brother got used an awful lot,
and even like you knows what I would literally have to leave. It would really, and he thought he was relating. He thought he was doing something good. In the vein of this, Fez, we have a tape that was sent to us by a hot young DJ who runs by the name of Crazy Jen. Now, Crazy Jen says she's from Jersey, right?
Yeah, from Trenton, New Jersey.
Right. And then she moved down south, so she sounds completely southern all the time.
Yeah, I think she sounds total hayseed.
She sounds like Hillbilly Jim. She's down south. She's doing an interview on her little internet radio show with an actor by the name of what, Fez?
Rodney Perry.
Now, I have no idea who Rodney Perry is. Apparently, he has done some of the movies that are out there and some TV stuff.
Yeah, I think he's done some Comedy Central stuff.
Okay. Anybody know him? Earl, do you know him?
Not familiar with
Nobody
him at all.
does. IMDb him if you can, and we'll find out any place we can get a hold of him. So, and let's try to get a hold of Crazy Jen, too, because, and I don't know what hours she works during the daytime, but she sent me this and said, if you like it, do you think you will run it? I started listening to it, Fez. I could not stop wincing. I was wincing. It was like seeing a car wreck, okay? But in the middle of the wreck, a woman gets raped. The woman that was driving gets raped and then has a forced abortion. And the fetus is still trying to live.
What are the odds?
That's how I felt listening to this. So the guy's name is what, Fez?
Rodney Perry. Here's some of the things he's done. He was in Johnson Family Vacation.
Okay.
As Cousin Lump. So Fresh, So Clean, a down and dirty comedy. He was Levy there.
Well, I will tell you this. You won't get anything from this listening to the interview. There will be no hookup. She doesn't say who she's talking to or why in the interview. So I wanted to kind of set up who the gentleman was. Now, the problem is there's terrible sound quality where she's loud and you can barely hear the guy. But really focus on her anyway, because there's no reason to care about what he's saying. All right, let's take a listen to this. Crazy Jen, her brand new interview show, which is on thecosmiccircus.com.
How you doing?
I'm good.
I seen you on EBT a little couple times. I'm a little nervous here.
Oh, don't be nervous, baby.
You know, you're funny as hell. You on a Johnson? Yeah, we're on. Yeah, we're on. It's called my show's called Almost Live from the Trailer. Ain't nobody thought I could get some Hollywood celebrity to interview in a trailer park. I said, you know what? I said, I know Rodney Perry. I seen his work, and I said, my man is down to earth. And
All right, Fez, you've listened. You know her quite a bit. There's no way she talks in this accent already.
Yeah, she's already putting on because she's so excited she's got this guy on the phone.
Yeah.
So she's already putting it on nice and thick.
He knows what it is to struggle. You come from Louisiana? Yeah, I'm not. Huh, I'm from Trenton.
All right, let's just stop it for a second again. Why should he know what it is to struggle? She has no idea who he is, what his background is, and yet she assumes he's black, so he had to come apart. And immediately, what does she try to say? I'm from the ghetto. I'm from bad times.
Yeah, and she already starts changing her grammar. You from Louisiana? Like he's a po' boy or something.
That's a sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
You know about Trenton?
So uncomfortable.
Hey,
Hello.
you know, yeah, I can hear you. Is my phone all messed up?
No, I can hear you good, sweetie. Hey, Jen, hey, first of all, I just want to say, man, I really love your show. I'm glad you asked me to be on. I got my kids in the back seat right now. I'm driving through Los Angeles. So I'm a little ghetto myself. I think ghetto and trailer parks is right in the same level.
Now, Rodney, let me ask you a question. For your kids, when they act up in the back seat, do you use the VCR or do you use the back of your hand?
I use both.
What the hell? Right away, why talk about beating his children?
And let me ask you.
Well, she does have to axe. Earl, you know her. She doesn't speak this way, right?
No, not at all. She's usually, I'm a big, dumb, southern redneck retard.
But I also want to point out she's not out to try to hurt his feelings or mock him. She's just so crazy that she's becoming him like a down-home zealot.
No, but in trying not to, she's actually done that.
Yes, obviously. The uncomfortability is through the roof.
You can hear his horror.
Let me ask you, you got to give them children the back of your hand? All right, go ahead.
You use them both.
I swing on whatever works, you know what I mean?
I got you. See, back in
I
my,
believe you spend a lot just for a child, you know?
you ain't. I hear her screaming now. Good man.
Hold on.
What?
Say hi, Jen.
Hey kids, how you doing? Your dad is cool, huh? What your kids think that? Hey,
Okay, that's enough, man. Be quiet.
hey, how old your kids?
I got my 3 and my 5-year-old in the car right now. I'm going to pick up my son, who's 12.
Now who's the bad one?
Who's the bad one?
Yeah, 'cause you know there's one bad
I'll
one.
tell you what, my little one is the bad one right now. She's the queen of the house right now.
She's smart as hell though, isn't she?
Oh man, my God, it's amazing how you raise these children, man, and they pick up so much. I mean, my 5-year-old can go and click around the internet, and she understands how to get on websites, and so it's amazing just to watch. How they are so much smarter than I was at their age. You know what I mean?
It is, but you know what? They don't know the back in the day stuff. You know, they got all the little.
She's already doing back in the day talk.
She's old school.
Yeah. What is she doing? What is she hip-hop, Jen? Crazy Jen has her own radio show. And who is this she's interviewing on, looks like through 2 Dixie cups and some string?
This is actor Rodney Perry.
Who? No offense, but who?
Computer games and everything. They never put no quarters in no video games, you know?
That's right.
We still put quarters in video games. The video arcade is not a piece of Americana from our past. It still exists. Go to a mall.
Back in the day, you got McDonald's once a week, you know? Back in my day, we did the orange cheese in the cartons, the thick orange cheese.
That's right, the government cheese.
Yeah, we did government cheese. I don't know if you know anything about government cheese.
I've had a couple of slices of government cheese.
Did you?
Back in the day, government cheese was almost like meat.
You see? And my mama, she would say, you never go hungry. You have macaroni and cheese, cheese slices, tomato and cheese. When you're poor, they hook some.
What is the point of this? What is the point of this, Moms Mabley? Why are you bringing this up to this man?
She's talking about her mama.
Mama back in the day.
I think Mr. Perry might think she's black.
Why wouldn't he? At this point, he's never met her, and he's like, remember back in the day? You asked me. Oh, whoa! What are you doing, Jen?
And when did we move to food stamps instead of the government actually handing out hunks of cheese?
Every black comic does when the government handed out cheese. One time, there was some extra cheese that they handed out to people. And that has been done by stand-ups for the last 20 years.
Something up, man.
Hey, and that cheese stick to your ribs. You would never be too skinny messing with that cheese.
Oh, you ain't kidding. And you knew you were poor when your milk had instructions to add some water into it, too.
Now she's not only black, she's a black slave from the 1800s. What is she doing, Earl?
She's like, what's next? Yes, massa.
She's Steve Martin from The Jerk.
It is unbelievable. All right, keep it going.
You have powdered milk too?
I have powdered milk. My mama had the Thanksgiving dinners delivered to the door in that nice basket. Don't play. And this is back in the...
What does this have to do with an interview? What is she up to?
She's recording a conversation. That's all this is. A conversation that, most people just have. It's Southern psychobabble.
What's the name of her show? Depression Babies?
I think it's Crazy Jen from the trailer. It's live from the trailer.
Almost live for the trailer.
Which she's never lived in a trailer in her life. There's no reason to do this act. She has a nice apartment.
Day when they had the real food stamps, they didn't use them cards, and I was like, it was like Monopoly money. My mom I'm 6. My mom's like, go get me a pack of Newports. I can hardly look over the counter. She said, you bet.
So Jen, when can I come meet you face to face?
I want to come down to Hollywood. Is that where you're living now?
I live in Los Angeles,
Somewhere in that area.
I'll come over. You go cook?
Yeah, I got a club every Friday night called the Comedy Union, and if you go online, it's thecomedyunion.com.
Okay. I'ma come. You let me crash at your place?
Oh, you can't stay with me. I got 5 kids, a wife, and 2 baby mamas.
I tell you, I nanny on the side too. I watch your babies. You give me some food, I'll hook them all up.
All right, now she's turned into a mammy, where it's a reverse mammy where she's taking care of babies.
I watch all your babies.
It's like a redneck Hazel.
Hazel was missing her front teeth.
That sounds like a winner now.
You don't need nothing. I seen some bad kids. I used to work in this place, and it was I don't know if your kids go to preschool, but I worked in a ghetto daycare.
Oh, jeez.
Shh. You ain't never seen no badass kids. You work in a ghetto daycare.
Who's the baddest kid you ever saw?
Shh. They be two and bucking at you, you know? They ain't playing.
All right, hold on. Bucking at you. What's that mean? Like they're bucks?
What's two and bucking?
Like bucking, like when you get shot at it, you hear buck shots, but I never hear bucking. What the fuck?
All right, so she's acting like the 2-year-olds are shooting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is awful.
It is. It's bad. It's worse than...
Around your house?
Yeah, man.
Were they pissed off another 5-year-old?
Yeah, they call him the fire starter.
And I'll tell you what though, they say the violence from kids these days is on TV. We used to watch Tom and Jerry and shit. Ain't nobody smacking anybody in the head with a hammer. You know?
Tom and Jerry was way more violent than anything else.
Tom and Jerry. And Heckle and Jekyll. You remember Heckle and Jekyll?
Oh, God.
Heckling?
Why bring up Heckle and Jekyll, the blackbirds, to the black man?
Couple of black-faced magpies.
This guy's got to be thinking, what am I doing on the phone with this psycho?
Yeah, then after that, I watched Amos and Andy.
How old is she with Heckle and Jekyll coming on? That was the 30s.
Heckle.
Them,
Those were the first black people on TV.
Yeah, they were some gay-ass scarecrows, weren't they? And let me tell you, I'm gonna see how much you know. And you knew Saturday morning cartoons were over when Solid Gold came on.
Oh, wow.
What?
You see, I know all about Solid Gold.
Who used to be on there, though? What famous comedian?
Oh shit. What's that guy? I remember Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson sticks in my head.
Arsenio Hall.
Arsenio Hall. Are you a big Arsenio Hall fan?
I'm more of an Eddie Murphy fan, but I think Arsenio is super talented, though.
Let me ask you this: if you could go back in the day and star in one of them old school comedies, either Eddie Murphy or School Days or House Party, what would you be in?
If I could go back and star in a movie, I'm a big.
All right, if there was a black time machine, where would your black ass get in? What is she doing, Earl?
I have no. I'm awaiting it. Remember when James Brown was on Soul Train with Don Corney? Ugh. Oh my God.
Remember
that's
when
awful.
Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier?
I remember when Joe Louis knocked out that German
What?
Max Schmeling.
She acts like the man cannot talk about anything but black things. And she hasn't asked him about his career, nothing. Or said his name even once, right?
No, that is it. We got it, I think, right up front. And that might have been it.
This is Crazy Jen doing an interview with an actor.
Rodney Perry is his name.
Now, because Rodney Perry is a black man, Jen decides she needs to turn black.
Bill Cosby, Sidney 48 fan, so I like Let's Do It Again or one of those movies. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Bill Cosby used to tear it up. I don't know. He's
I would
Tear it
I
up.
would like to be in that movie. Let's Do It Again. I think that's one of the best black movies, of all time. But don't get me wrong, I would love to have been in the Five Heartbeats. That's my favorite movie right there.
You know what? I met who is it? Is it Otis Williams?
Ouch.
Is it Otis Williams? That was Temptations, wasn't it?
Right.
Otis Williams. And I asked him. I said, Otis. I said, you realize who you are? He said, yeah. He said, I gotta get up 4:00 in the morning and work that shit. I said, ain't that the truth, man? Ain't that the
What is she doing?
And once I met Smokey Robinson, and I said, boy, you Smokey.
And he said, yes, Miss Jen. I'm sure he didn't talk this way. Who was Otis Williams in the Temps?
He was one of the founding members of. I think he's the only one that's still alive out of the original Temptations.
And she met him?
And
Where?
God knows where.
She has just gone insane at this point.
Gone insane. She came into this son of a bitch insane.
truth? How's things going now? You like Hollywood?
Everything is going real good. I'm about to shoot a DVD on the 28th of this month. I'm producing it myself. It's called the Next Level Comedy Series. Light Skin and Dark Skin. It's me and my light skin boy David Arnold. And we put it together, and we doing a DVD, man. And there's so many products out there. They all look the same. So we want to do this more like an HBO special.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be both of us doing a half-hour piece, and it's gonna be housed on one DVD with extras and everything.
Let me ask you a question. We got all these channels now. Satellite TV and stuff, and you can't hardly find anything funny on TV. What's up with these people? Are they is no creativity or you're funny as hell. I said, but they put out some stupid ass movies like that Harold and Kumar and all. It seems like, and I ain't getting on the white people or anything, but they put out some stupid ass motherfucking movies.
All right, hold on. Let's stop there.
You gotta be kidding me!
You are white, Jen. As you're speaking down to white people, you're white, you maniac. You have completely turned into something that you're not.
I thought she was white too when she said that.
I am putting down white people.
It went into a minstrel show from an interview.
White people put out some motherfucking bad shit movies.
Earl, I see that you're in shock.
If you could hear me, you could hear the sound of me tapping out. I'm like, stop this, please. I cannot take it anymore.
And how about this line? She just goes, "You funny."
Now I believe the car crash has ended, the rape has started, and we're coming into the abortion area. It's starting as we follow along in 3 acts. That's where we're
You
going.
mean it gets worse?
Oh, yes. Now the real uncomfortability starts.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what's happening out there in Hollywood is that there's kind of a trend, and Hollywood goes through the same trends that America goes through. So you may not see any ethnic or people of color, and then all of a sudden you'll see us in everything. So all we got to do is when we get our chance, we just got to put out quality products so we can keep being seen.
I mean, I think that's so sad too. I mean, you know, and I don't know. Are you big Tyler Perry fan?
Huh?
You big Tyler Perry fan?
Another black person I could throw at you.
I do like Tyler Perry. I saw him live this year, and I was really amazed at how talented this guy was, man.
Now,
And he is really a pleasure to watch. My wife and I went and caught his play at the Kodak Theater here in Los Angeles, and let me tell you something. This dude put on a show, and the funniest parts of the show was when he was impromptu.
right?
Impromptu.
And you know, and
He does a lot of improv right off the top of his head, which is amazing.
and that Medea character, let me tell you, she's just off the hook.
Oh.
But the thing is, though, like every white person I talk to, they're like, Tyler who? Medea? I mean, and you know, I talk to any black person, and they already bought the tape. They got the live version.
You know what happens, and this is just the reality of America.
It's sad.
As a black entertainer, you really can't exist without. Well, you can exist, but if you really want to blow up, you got to make white people laugh. But you know, there are people that never ever have to entertain black people.
See?
You know, they just don't have to. So it's just a new and Tyler Perry he's bleeping on their radar now because he just did a movie that made $80,000. You know, $80 million. I mean, so they know who he is now, but 2 years ago they didn't.
I mean, you would just think that funny is funny universal. I mean, I challenge any white person or any person at all to watch Showtime at the Apollo and watch them motherfuckers get booed off the stage and not laugh their ass off. Now, back in the day,
Well, funny is funny, Jen. Funny is funny, but what happens is that, and it's nobody's fault.
right?
It's just that we all culturally chime into different things, just culturally, you know. So it's nobody's fault, but it is what it is, though.
But do you watch some of these comedians or people who think they're funny and just cringe and going, oh, come on.
Yes, I'm
Come
doing
on,
it now.
man. I mean,
Well, I think everybody has their place, you know. And then sometimes you can see a comedian before they're ready.
right.
You know, I'm a big fan of comedy. Anytime somebody's making people laugh,
Right.
I'm probably gonna like them because ultimately they're lightening people's burdens, and that's what it's all about.
I'll tell you what though, I have a true appreciation for what you do. I said,
I'm trying to
comedians,
become
I said,
it.
all they gotta do is get up there, crack some jokes. I tried open night mic a couple times. They announced my name. I got up stage. I was like, oh hell no, ain't no, you know, you think that you funny, and then the worst
You
thing
think you
is
funny.
either that silence, or I went.
Silence is the worst thing.
Oh my god.
Well, look, Jen, I gotta go, sweetie.
Nah.
I want to make sure we had a chance to talk. And hey, feel free to hit me again.
Yeah, I want to thank you so much. I mean, you rock, man. I mean, you're one of the funniest people I think I've ever heard, and it's an honor to be talking to you. And anytime,
Hey, baby, no problem. Anytime, Jen.
and anytime you need a nanny, I'm gonna do it for some spare ribs. That's it.
There we go.
I know you
Hey!
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Hey. Well, let her wrap up, Fez.
Was my interview with my man.
With my man.
All right,
You don't even know her name.
You see what Almost Live from the Trailer could do? It's gonna be all right, people. We're gonna get this. We're gonna hook this up. This is Almost Live from the Trailer.
With my man. At no point do you ever find out what the guy's name is.
No name, no website, no project he's working on.
And the person that you're listening to turns black as the show goes along. Like a chameleon, she suddenly reflects off the other person.
Hey, Rodney Perry, he is my nigga.
Yeah. It's like if I have Fez on, I'm going like this. You know who's great is David Bowie is a great singer. You know who's funny is Paul Lynde.
Why? Why are you bringing this up to me? It has nothing to do with what I'm doing. And the spare rib line.
The spare rib was the all-out, I've got nothing but race on my mind.
That was the kick to the pancreas right there. That was just
the abortion.
I'll come to your house and bring spare ribs.
Since there's nothing else that you eat.
Why not just say, hey, look for me outside. I'm rolling a watermelon your way.
All right, Perrynoid is on. He's the executive producer of this. How you doing, Perry?
Hey, guys, what's up, man? That was just absolutely bonkers. I haven't even heard that yet.
Now, what does she do? She tapes the stuff at her house and then sends it to you?
Yeah. She just tapes a bunch of segments during the week, and then she'll email it over, and then we'll throw it up on the website on Sunday.
So this
She's
week...
got a lot of cool outtakes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just bizarre. I mean, that's crazy.
Now, she normally doesn't talk that way, right, Per?
No, she kind of, like you said, whoever she's talking to, like if she's talking to a Chinese person, she'll start going into that. You know, it's like whoever she's talking to, she just kind of parrots. You know?
Try to push her in that area where, next week it's a Puerto Rican and then an Asian person, and let's see how much of this down-home zelig that we could keep going.
I'm with Makacho.
Makacho, you funny guy!
Oh, I like a Makacho. I gotta come to your house and bring you some duck.
That's big.
She's great.
Hey, man, I'm on with Cheech and Chong right now, man. Whoever she's talking to, she becomes that person.
Crazy.
I've got Billy Crystal with been looking forward.
I'll come over. We'll have deli. Everything will be fine. Order chinks. We'll have a wonderful night. So, Perry, how's everything going with the Giant Show?
Giant Show's going great. The guy's just slaying them each week. Big with the wrestling crowd.
And he got a big write-up somewhere, somebody told me. He got mentioned in Spin.
Magazine's going nuts over him. Derek Walters from Spin Magazine called it the funniest show you'll never hear or something like that.
It's all happening at the Cosmic Circus.
Yeah, thecosmiccircus.com. We got some really groovy things coming up this weekend, so check it out. But I think Jen and Perrynoid are headed up your way soon, if that's cool.
We'd love to see you.
We're going to party. I'm doing the David Blaine challenge. Can I stay in a car with Jen for 4 hours?
I'm telling you right now, I'd rather be underwater. I would rather be underwater.
You'll both have to hold your breath.
Yeah.
We're going to make history real soon, folks.
All right, buddy.
I don't even know what the hell I called in for. I'm all dazed. This is like a dream or something, man. That was just the nuttiest thing I ever heard.
So you haven't got it yet, huh?
No. I mean, I got the first two she sent where it's like outtakes of him blowing her off, which is really funny. It's like, you sound like a kid. Who is this? I always find it
Why
funny
you do me like that?
Exactly. Like, what's going through his mind after the interview? That's what I want to know,
All right, Perry.
Thanks, guys.
TheCosmicCircus.com. It's these little shows that you can download, and people are doing them out of their house. Soon, everybody will have their own radio show.
And Sunday, Crazy Jen's interview with Rodney Perry.
If that makes it.
Should be available.
There's not some cease and desist from his attorney.
And next week, I will have David Duke of the Ku Klux Klan.
You know what I hate about blacks? She'll just be acting like that. That's my problem with him too, Dave. I'm so glad to have you on here.
I was proud when my daddy put on his sheet.
She just I would like to have like Emerald Lagasse on and just become a cucumber in front of our eyes, just to see whatever he's slicing, she'll turn into.
That was one of the weirdest metamorphoses I've seen.
Man, she's a nut. All right, we're going to take a break. Back in a few moments.